We know that you dream of living a luxury lifestyle and want to be the smartest and most interesting person in the room without even trying. Or perhaps you just want to achieve world domination and enslave the rest of mankind. Whatever your goals may be, to achieve them, you need your brain to be in top shape to soak in all the knowledge you need. Our brains are far more important than we give them credit for. And I think it's easy to forget about keeping our mind in great shape, especially when society's focus is more about what's reflected on the outside. Oh, and in case you're worried that Luxcess is a company full of zombies that want you to improve your health for the taste, then just try not to think about it. Today, we're going to share 5 things that damage your brain and how to avoid them, so you can focus on your money-making mission. If you want more money motivation, then hit the subscribe button to get inspired every week. Let's get into it. Number 5. Not sleeping enough. I know that it feels like time slips through our hands like sand, and 24 hours is nowhere near enough time to achieve our goals. Many of you may have even sacrificed a ton of sleep to make up for it. But what if I told you that not getting enough sleep can actually harm you? If you constantly skip out on sleep, it will seriously drain your mental capabilities, and it can actually affect you physically. Science has linked a lack of sleep to a number of health problems that range from weight gain to memory loss and having a weak immune system. So if you've ever gotten sick faster when you had to skip out on sleep for the past few days, this is no coincidence. You may be sitting there thinking, I barely sleep and I feel fine. But stop and think for a second. Maybe you're just used to feeling drowsy and pushing yourself through it, but that doesn't mean that you're using your brain to the full extent. If you're doing okay now, imagine how much more you could achieve and do with the extra brain power. The average recommended sleep a human needs is between 7 and 9 hours. However, this can change depending on age, health, habits, and many other things. But if you're looking for a place to start, then the recommended amount is a safe bet. Number 4. Eating too much sugar. I know. It's hard to resist the sweet taste of chocolate.
Chocolate? Did you say chocolate? Chocolate! Chocolate! Chocolate!
And while there's nothing wrong with eating your favorite snack in moderation, if you would kidnap your mother in the trunk of your car as a dare to win some candy, then maybe you should see how too much sugar affects your brain. Also, maybe see a therapist. We already know that too much sugar leads to problems with obesity, diabetes, dementia, dental problems, and mood swings. But did you know that it also slows your brain function? Sugar affects our ability to absorb the good nutrients we need in order to develop. This stops our brain from getting the good stuff it needs, which in turn hinders the brain's ability to grow and function. Before you throw all your snacks out the window and commit to a life of tasteless misery, listen to this. When we eat sugar, the body breaks it down into glucose. Every cell in the body needs glucose, amongst other things, to function properly. In fact, the brain accounts for 60% of the body's glucose utilization. But sugar isn't the only source of glucose for the body. We can even get it from other energy sources like protein. So many average meals is enough for the brain to get exactly what it needs. There's nothing wrong with a light sugary snack now and then, but just be careful not to go overboard. What? Number 3. Listening to loud music. Now, this one surprised me. If you enjoy drowning out the world every now and then with your favorite artist, then you aren't alone. What? I said you aren't alone. Now, there's nothing wrong with feeling yourself and wanting to connect to the music, but maybe do it with the volume a little lower. Studies have shown that listening to loud music over 110 decibels can damage the nerve fibers from your ear to the brain. Although we know that blasting loud music affects your hearing, did you know that it also affects your memory? The harder your brain has to work to hear information, the less likely it is to store information. Over time, this could develop into something as serious as Alzheimer's disease. So it really is important to take care of your health. Plus, you don't want to be the only one in a business meeting constantly asking people to repeat themselves. Number 2. Not exercising. Although it can feel like a drag to get up in the morning, the health benefits of exercise are definitely worth it. In fact, without it, your brain function can suffer greatly. We aren't saying that you need to train like a maniac with the goal of being able to bench press a car, but taking the necessary steps to improve your health more will benefit you greatly. Before you achieve any goals you have set, you need to have the right mindset. Exercise releases endorphins, which makes you feel good and helps with concentration. It also helps with neuroplasticity. This is the brain's ability to be flexible and learn new skills, crucial for any future entrepreneurs since we always need to be learning more. As we know, exercise combats obesity, which is linked to diseases such as diabetes, Alzheimer's, and dementia. I know exercise can be intimidating for many people, but if you allow yourself to be a student and start slowly until you can do more exercise, then you will be on your way to success. They say leave your ego at the door when you enter the gym, so don't injure yourself trying to look cool. Number 1. Not drinking enough water. Many people don't really pay attention to the amount of water they consume. Some people may even go weeks or months binge drinking Coke and avoiding water like the plague. But if you think about it, water is the source of all life. Without water, we wouldn't even exist. The Earth is made of 71% of water, and our bodies are made of 60% of water. So it's no surprise that not drinking enough can affect our brains negatively. Studies show that even 1% of dehydration negatively affects our mood, attention, memory, and motor coordination. Scientists discovered that in dehydrated adults, the brain has to work even harder to complete tasks. If our water levels are too low, then our brain cells just can't function properly. If you suffer from throbbing headaches, then you may want to think about if you get enough water to drink. Headaches are among other symptoms of poor hydration, alongside fatigue, weight gain, and increased risk of depression and anxiety. If you have a balanced diet, health professionals recommend that you drink 2 liters of water a day, especially before meals. Try to be more conscious of the amount you take so that your brain function does not suffer, and you can put your entire focus on achieving your dreams. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far and enjoy watching our content, we'd really appreciate it if you gave a like, comment, or subscribed. And don't forget to turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our videos on money motivation. This is Luxcess, and we are here to inspire.